Well, it is a happy Wednesday. I was going to go with my standard happy Wednesday, everybody, but it's a special Wednesday. It's not a normal one because, turn me up. Let's make sure it gets nice and loud. You can hear what I'm saying. You've already started shopping the offer. Look, so I'm Donna's just messaged. She's on the ball. She's bought one. So hello. If we haven't met before, my name is Kate Carney. I do this down here. And tonight, look, here, sat, fresh from the freezer. We'll talk about that in a minute. Fresh from the freezer with tonic glasses. Look, it looks all kind of co-branded, gents. We've got the Fairham. Like, I want to call them the Fairham boys, but I feel like I wonder they'll be offended in some way. Let me ask. Right. Is that, like, can I use that colloquially? Like, I just want to say it, but then I feel like...
I mean, every time we go somewhere in our local town, everyone's like, oh, it's the gin boys or it's the gin lads, you know, so it's like famous anyway. So
hello, chaps. So you've had a bit, first of all, let me open it. You've had a busy week, haven't you just?
Yeah. We have just, yes. Slowly recovering
just
from
about a week. So
when was your, so this is what we're talking about. So for anyone that's watching, this is the #1 Fairham gin. It's their new one, Ochre, which I only learned how to say specifically for this. This, you launched it when?
Saturday, just gone. I had to think then. Saturday just gone, which was
the 20th. So we had a launch event on Saturday on the 20th, and then it went live on the Sunday. So whoever come on the 20th had the exclusive first tasting.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it nice, that?
It's very.
You lot make it like it's layered. It always has lots of things going on. Like I get pointy.
Well, we'll tell you about that.
So this is the second, like this is the sister to the brother, the sibling to the signature.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah.
Come on then, hit us with it. Nice, isn't it? Just stays there.
Yeah, so we were we were very keen to make sure that we weren't going down the route of it being a super flavored gin. Because obviously, as you know, and a few of our fans know that that's not what we're about. We're wanting to use
the word fans, Liam. Did you use the word fans? I'm calling you out. Let's I'm taking it. Yeah, a few of your fans know. What do they know, Liam? Tell me again.
That we are not all about being super flavors, and that we use botanicals to enhance the gin rather than overpowering it and becoming it. So that's what a lot of this edition took, was making sure we were pushing the boundary with it, but not overstepping the mark where it was just a spicy clementine gin and that was it.
That was the hard part of this edition, wasn't it? Because we say there's orange and clementine in it, so people may think that it's like going to be that full flavor.
Yeah,
and it's not.
Right, so good. That's a good spot because it's way more bad English. But it's way more like spicy and rounded. If I didn't know you guys, I'd be like, oh, it's an orange gin, like it's an orangey clementine with a little bit of spice. And actually, and I know you because I know your last gin as well. It's got much more like warmth and rounded to it. It's not like a citrusy, like orangey.
Yeah,
It's very, very nice. I think if people like an orange gin, they'll like it, but you don't want to buy this thinking you're buying like
exactly
citrus gin. Does that make sense?
But for the launch event, we was very nervous because we didn't want people to assume it was going to be one thing. Not like you're going to be disappointed, because you're not going to be disappointed when you drink this, but it's going to be very much a surprise as to what it is actually, because it's not that hard hitting orange and spice gin. It's got depth to it. It's just more than what
I'd say. It's more juniper forward than our signature edition as well, if that's sort of
like
possible.
There is more juniper in this. That's why we say it's quite tarty on the forefront. I watched a video the other day. So
oh yeah.
So it is quite a torty juniper forward gin, and you know, the clementine and the orange notes kind of bring that sort of back a bit, and then you got the subtle spices on the tail end.
So it's got just explain some of the spices. So it's got your ginger, your nutmeg, cloves, vanilla, and what else is there?
Cinnamon.
Yeah. So all of your autumnal sort of spices, but we've made it so it's going to be part of our core range throughout the year. So it's not just
a seasonal
release.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like and I don't mean this in a weird way. It doesn't taste like a winter spice gin. You know, you get like people make, and they're often beautiful, and it's like Christmas in a glass.
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. It's not that, and actually, I wouldn't know. I just know it's got lots of spices and warmth to it. I wouldn't know. I've got a bit of cinnamon, and you get like the peaks of orange or the clementine. And I'd love to know the difference. I don't know, rubbish. Yeah. It doesn't taste like it's not like a Christmas gin. That's
no, it's not. And that's our biggest thing is making sure people know that before they have it, is that it's not that seasonal, spicy, wintry vibe, and you know, because it is quite fresh on the clementine and orange notes, quite fresh, but you do get them subtle spices at the tail end. You know, that kind of.
A lot of it. I've just realised I keep drinking it.
Watching yourself drink it.
It's funny because if you have the Ochre, so it's called Ochre edition.
Ochre. What did I call it?
Everyone calls it different
names.
I don't mind what people call it. Ochre.
It's the colour, isn't it? It's ochre, a colour.
Yeah.
So again, we didn't want to call it a this and that flavor. We wanted to give it a title name. You know,
that's good.
In its rightful sort of way. And so we came up with Ochre because of one, the color, but we're creating meaning behind it. So now every time you hear the word Ochre, hopefully you'll think of our gin.
Yeah.
But when you have the two together, so say you have Ochre first and then a signature, they are very well made to be.
So it's because
what's the word I'm looking for? Go on.
Because we have got some clementine in the signature. Because you've already had that clementine, you get a different flavour from the signature. So you get the kumquat forward more, and you get the facialis
caramelly on the signature. And then it's the same the other way around. So when you have the signature and then you have the Ochre as the second one, you get much more fresh.
Yeah.
Citrus clementine notes with a nice spice, so they do pair very well with each other as a second drink, either way, which way.
Bloody finished my signature, so I better get a signature, because I also one of your cute 100 bottles. Keep seeing Lorna put the picture on, and I'm like, bloody hell, I want one of them, so it's all out.
Yeah.
So what you've made is a gin for dinner, and then you've made a pudding as well for dessert.
Yeah, whichever way you want it to be.
Start
because it was like when it was last week, we just finished finished bottling batch 1 and 2, and then we decided to have like one, and then we had a signature after it, and then we're thinking, why am I getting such a weird tasting flavor? And it was like much more caramelly on the kumquat and the facialis. I was like, and then that's when we kind of discovered that they paired very, very well with each other accidentally.
Well, that was it. So leading up to Saturday, we were leaving it really late to sort of scale up and stuff like that. And last week was just really full on, like staying up till midnight doing the sort of scale up on Monday type of thing, and then just bottling all week, and then the rush of Saturday was just.
How many bottles did you make for Saturday? How many did you have around you, and did you sell, or how many?
So we sold bottles. Then we always take more than what we needed to, purely because obviously there was a bar anyway, which we did quite well on. It was kind of, people bought the Ochre more so than the signature, which was great. Obviously that's why they were there for. So it'd be a bit weird if they bought more of the signature. But honestly, it was a very good night, very overwhelming, and
we done a little speech when we stood up at the launch event.
It was so bad.
And we got up there and we were like,
tell us, for us that weren't there, like reenact it, Ellis.
Reenact it. So we had a drink in hand walking off.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a deer in headlights? Because if you have, that was us.
Yeah.
promise
I
you.
can't believe you were. Guys.
It was just like as we got to the front, there was like 60 plus faces just staring back at us, and I just melted, absolutely melted. I just couldn't get a word.
We can't even remember what we said. So
I was just saying, grateful you came. Enjoy the gin, and I was
have a nice time.
Enjoy it.
But we were there all night, and we were talking to people. Everyone was asking us questions, so that's what it was all for, basically, for people, because we are such a small distillery. We can't have people at the distillery.
I mean, we literally work from like 560 square foot of unit space. So to have people in, it's just a case of pallets.
They wouldn't be able to.
Packing station still, and that's it,
So it was good to just have that evening with people who enjoy our gin, finally. So it was good
I think it's a really brave and admirable thing to do, to be honest, because not everybody does that. Not everybody does that for their first release, no matter sell tickets to an event where you come and get the gin and kind of put their heart on their sleeve and your money where your mouth is and go like, look, it's dead good.
Yeah, it was very nervous. Putting them tickets live was it was a very nerve-wracking thing, because it was kind of like, because not gonna lie, I mean, the first day or two it was a little bit slow, and then we thought, oh, have we misread this? Have we misread the reaction of the first one? Have we not got this right? But then
I think it was just when they first want to say, oh, people, you know what you do, you go to your friends, do you want to go, and then takes a couple of times to sort of then book the ticket. So it was
after
in the end,
third, fourth day, it just sort of every day just ticket,
we were just sitting there like, have we misjudged it? We misjudged it, but it was just
like, do we cancel it? But no, like I said, like 60 plus people came. What, like nearly 70?
Yeah.
So it was the venue was quite small as well, which was nice, quite cozy. But yeah, it was just
it gave us a chance to go around everyone as well with that number of people. I think it was just a good evening all around. I think everyone enjoyed it from the feedback we've got.
They kept saying, when's the next event? I was like, whoa, calm down, I've not even finished this one yet. Like, so it's like, is there a space for us to do this?
Maybe you are now the guys that do launch parties. That's it.
So I think we're gonna really try and cement ourselves into our local area with doing events, all year round.
Oh, look, the Rachel has come. So Rachel went on Saturday.
Yeah, Rachel did.
It was great to see her.
Yeah, she was really excited to miss the speech, but loved the evening anyway. And I know
she did not miss much of the speech. I mean, this is better than the speech, Rachel. Honestly, so
we were both speaking with Rachel, so she probably got more from us speaking to her than on
a one-on-one level. So yeah. No.
So before we came on, I said, "Oh, mine's been in the freezer and it's looking fab." And I went, "Oh, look, it's got all the oils have come out and all of the gorgeous, it's gone." That whole people are a bit like, it's gone a bit cloudy, and it's gone beautifully cloudy. Well, it's calmed itself down a little bit now.
Yeah,
so tell us about that. Tell us about that, because some people are nervous about it, as in brands, distillers. Some brands are like, yeah, this is the reason why. So tell us about your journey with the gin itself.
Yeah. Obviously, as you know, chill filtration is not a thing that we do as a process within our gin making. Signature didn't have chill filtration, though. It just went cloudy in the glass with the cold mixer, tonic ice, whatever. Whereas this one on the Ochre, it goes goes hazy in bottle more so than just in the glass.
Especially now that we're in winter, it will, like in the distillery when it's on the shelf, it's a bit hazy, but then if we bring it home, then it's fine. So if you do see it going hazy on your doorstep,
there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's just the oils aren't soluble in cold temperatures, so they collect together and become a hazy. It's not a bad thing. It just creates it's more personality, more character, more character to the drink.
It genuinely is the flavour.
Yeah, it is. Why would you want to take that out? That's why I can't understand. I mean, I think distillers are quite scared of cloudiness.
Because people call it louching, and that's probably what it is called. But people look at it in a bad way when we
it's
celebrate
bad
that.
If it comes out of the still cloudy and you're bottling that's bad. Whereas if it's going cloudy in your gin from hearts, that's good. That's just your flavour, your oils, and because we use a lot of clementine and a lot of orange whole fruits. Like we don't waste. We use the whole fruit. There is a lot of oils in the gin, so.
But it smells amazing, doesn't it?
It's great.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's interesting because when we stop the still and we've done the run and stuff like that, we open up the still, and the first thing that you get is the clove, because it's so there's not a lot in it either, is there?
No,
but the clove just really comes out.
It's quite pungent, quite aromatic.
Pungent. Put your head in it.
And then when you bottle in it, it just smells delicious. So
and tastes.
Yeah.
Happy with it. Lorna has kindly look. There's like some sort of status update. 7 left. So we've got 50. We did have anyway.
Yeah.
15 of these that you've kindly given the Sip and Share members at 15% off. So 7 left. So basic maths means there's 8. Oh no, there's not 8 left. 8 have gone. Oh my god. See, look, that's what 45% and a very long day at work does to you. You mix those two things together.
We don't scrimp on anything, do we? So yeah.
No. So have you now? Right, which is your favourite? You've got to choose one.
Signature for me will always be My Baby, because it was so with Signature. It's very much experimental. Born, that's how it was made, very, so it will always have a special place for me personally. Whereas with Ochre, we always knew our second release was going to be somewhat of a spiced clementine. Wasn't sure how, and I guess that it was hard because we were trying to do competitor analysis,
but
it's so hard.
Yeah, a tough life, but you were just getting. When you obviously search orange spice gin, there's a lot that are just flavors, and we were like, this is obviously that's not what we're about, so we didn't go down that path. So it was hard to test it against something, and that's what sort of was the hard point with this one. And I think
you prefer this.
I like this one, yeah.
Have you made martinis yet with it? Have you tried it in any cocktails yet? How much playing have you done with it? Or you've not had a chance?
Tried it. I mean, Ellis, you said that yesterday that we need to try and think, mess around with cocktails and see what complements this particular edition for, because we will do a cocktail video at some point, and then we need to do the perfect serve one as well. So we need to experiment on that front. But yeah, we're just slowly calming down from the weekend, and we've got a lot of markets to plan for as well. So
you've been busy, haven't you? You've been at several markets over the past few weeks as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, we try and get booked up as much as possible for Saturday and Sunday. Some days we leave ourselves blank just so we can just
recuperate,
go to the distillery and just do bits, without drowning. And
I think our next day off is Christmas Day, so that's that's going to be. So yeah, we won't even see Christmas. We'll just be sleeping.
So how many have you bottled then in batch 2? You guys are tiny, right? It's you two.
Yeah.
So do it all. You know this. How many?
We're not even using the full capacity of the still yet, purely to allow us the time so we can go to the distillery after work and do, a quick run. It's about 4 hours.
Yeah. So because we obviously still both work full time, so we can go after work, do that 4-hour run, and if we use the sort of full capacity, which is 60 litres, that would take around 8-9 hours, and we just can't commit to that.
Yeah, there is nowhere we can fit that in apart from weekends. But then the weekends we're doing markets, so it's kind of, for now, for us, short term, the small, ultra small batch is perfect for us. I mean, as ridiculous as it sounds, it's not even. What do you recommend for garnish?
See, Donna's teed. It's like she's teed it up, Donna, because the thing I say about these guys is you make gins that don't need garnish. Like, I fundamentally believe that. Like, there is
100%.
The same breath, so it doesn't need anything, but it can take anything.
Yeah.
So I quite strongly. I don't feel quite strongly.
If you like things in your glass in terms of, just for the finesse, I think element of it,
So we say with our signature edition that it doesn't need garnish, and with this one, I think an orange sort of peel, fresh peel goes with it to bring out them orange a bit more and stuff.
You can
like
probably
that.
just put a little segment of clementine in it, really, as well. That'll probably enhance that element as well.
And I reckon you could go down the spice route. So I reckon you could, because I've put orange in this, which I
was thinking you could put like a stick of.
Yeah, I bet this gin works well hot as well.
Yeah, we'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Why I'm doing this, but yeah, I just think like thinking. Yeah, so I've put orange in this, which I think it says. Does it say? Did you write that on the back?
Yeah,
we wrote it on that little card.
Oh yeah. Oh, merchy bits. Oh yeah, Mediterranean, because I've got Mediterranean and fresh orange peel. I put not too much orange in because I like orange, but it doesn't need. Like I went a bit wedgy. I think I was feeding the kids at the same time. It doesn't need it. So a bit of peel maybe, but I think you could go cinnamon if you wanted to.
I think you could. I think
All the
give it that extra level of.
It depends. It depends what you want for the drink. I think if you put the orange in, it'll bring the orange forward a bit more. If you put the cinnamon in, it's there to sort of be wherever you like. We always say to try it without any garnish.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the pitch is there for you to play in. So whatever you want to feel like, you want to throw in, do it. If it's nice, tell us. It might make the perfect serve video. You never know.
Send your video creations to
help us pave the way of where we're going. Yeah.
So even though I think you probably know what I'm going to ask you, even though you've only just recovered, have you got the bug now for making more gin babies?
Yes and no. We are one to not just release for releasing sake, and just because we want to just add to the portfolio because it's just we don't want to just do it. We've always said we'll have a core 4, and then I think the next one will be next year. I think we will.
Bearing in mind it's the end of November, I'm pleased. Like we're not.
So I think the next one we'll try and do a summer release. But again, if it doesn't work out and we
cut it fine with this one. We knew we wanted to release one this year.
Yeah.
Just to sit with the signature, and because we think it lets people know what we're about. So people will try the signature and they'll try the Ochre and they'll know what our gin is all about and where we want to take gin to. And I think we've got a small still and we're just doing testing when we want to see whatever we want to put in and stuff like that. And hopefully we'll,
I think after Christmas, come New Year, come January, I think that's when we'll hit the ground running and properly product develop and see what happens with all the fruits that we get and see what we can make. But it will be a summer release though for sure. Whether it's June, July, August, I don't know. As I say, it's not going to be forced. Like I say, because if it doesn't, I mean, the signature got delayed like 3 times just because it just wasn't right to release it. We weren't going to release something rubbish into the market space. It's our name on it. We want it to do us proud and be good.
This gin, to be fair to you guys, does continue your tone and the quality, and I can see it gives me as a gin drinker faith that I know what I'm getting. And that's what
I think you can tell we've made it. Like it's part of our family. Yeah, absolutely.
It's cracking. Well done.
I'm so happy you liked it. I mean, like I said, the what people were saying at the event was just amazing as well. So like the feedback was just through the roof.
We've done that with our signatures, and we liked it, but then it was the point of people trying it, getting the feedback, and we were like, people actually like it.
It's so weird, isn't it? Because you're hugging this thing for so long, and then when you put it out, it's subject to ridicule and well, you know what I mean. But it's kind of like, are people going to like it, or are people going to hate it? They're going to say crap, but they haven't, so it's great.
We should maybe look at putting 2 bottles on, so a pack of 2, so full size bottles, the signature, because you've talked about quite rightly how the 2 work together, and you can have one for dinner and one for pudding. Isn't that my common language? Why don't we figure out what the price point would be for one of each?
I think they do pair quite well. So whether we followed the existing formula of what it was before, doing it that way, see what happens. I mean, who knows? What do the people want? Is the question we need to be asking. What do the people want? Whatever you want, we'll do.
They want what you make, guys. That's pretty obvious. Right, any Christmas plans? What are we doing? Are we talking about Christmas yet? When are you getting a tree? What's going on?
Oh, it's still in the attic. It's not come down yet. It's not. I mean, to be fair, as far as Christmas is going, all I keep thinking about is our market stall needs to be more Christmassy. So never mind the house, our market stall needs to be amazing. So I say we're literally so fully booked with just markets here, there, and everywhere. So there's a lot of
nice Christmas switch-ons and stuff like that. So
we've got a nice switch on this weekend, and
it's our first Christmas, so we're just going into it completely blank and see what comes out at the other side. So
hopefully it goes well.
Well, thanks for the awesome offer. So how many are left? I don't know. I will check my phone afterwards. I can see it's been lighting up. But there were 15 on at 15%, which is £34, including UK delivery. Remember, Zip and Share, we don't do any of this bollocks where you have to calculate at checkout. I don't have the brain space, gents.
No.
Busy.
The price you see is the price you pay.
This is it. Straightforward. So very best of luck with your markets and your crazy busy weekends and your normal jobs as well, and then making it and drinking it and trying it in cocktails and like your life. I mean, I don't know if you want to swap. I've got 2 children and 6
Yeah, I think it's comparable. I think.
Yeah. And just so you know, the only reason I haven't poured another one is because people will judge me. But as soon as we hang up, I'm pouring another one and putting the children in bed.
Enjoy
So,
it.
anything else we need to know? Any other gossip or updates before we let everyone get on with their Wednesday night?
Genuinely can't think of anything else really. I think you've extracted everything out of us. Let me just check my quick notes now. That's pretty much it, to be fair, from us really.
Right, awesome. Well done on your event. I like seeing the pictures on. I think I saw them on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember. I saw music.
They were fantastic.
They were amazing. Honestly, everyone was just saying how great they were. So a brilliant thing for us on that front.
Did you have here's a quick one. Did you have a drink? Did you have a few drinks that you wrote?
I only had one because we drove. I mean, we had to take. So the event space, they was meant to have the day after available so we could keep stuff there, but then they turned around and said, no, we've hired it out, so we need to take everything home after the event. So I was a couple of trips at 1 o'clock in the morning to the distillery with everything in boot. So,
we had that one drink before the speech just because you've got to, haven't you? So
you've got to stand.
I would not have known what to do with my other hand holding the microphone. So I would have been,
exactly. Hot gin forever. Thank you. Goodbye.
But that's it. That was literally us. Great impression.
Well done, chaps. Right, I'll leave you to your Wednesday evening. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'll let you know how many have gone. But just get it and don't argue about it with yourself and your drinking ways.
Don't regret it.
You won't regret it.
Will not regret it.
Fairham gin, you won't regret it.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, I will speak to you very soon. See you later, everybody. Have a nice rest of your week. Bye.